Hey everybody, this is LODWise. Today we're going to be talking about Iron-Blooded Orphans, episode 21. And I have to say, this wasn't too bad of an episode. I mean, I know we're still kind of behind, but hey, I kind of like watching these things one at a time. That way I can kind of, watch it and make my theories and then just move on to the next one. I kind of like it this way, actually. Throughout this entire episode, they're kind of playing with the whole idea that Gallahorn will never let them go, and which is understandable. You think about it, they have pissed off enough people that it's never going to happen. They are going to be up their butt until everyone of Tekna is actually completely been wiped out or whatever else. That's also kind of another big part of this episode, of course, is the death and destruction, what's going to be happening to the group if they keep fighting. Because a major part of this whole episode is all about feelings and crap like that. They're kind of trying to, the kids, okay, they're still children. I know there's been, kind of bred for this kind of scenarios, but they have been basically sitting here now at this point now having to deal with what's happening on the battlefield and whatever else. Now before, they would kind of have to deal with a little bit, but the grown-ups around them would be more or less, pushing them on. Now they don't really have that. They're kind of actually pushing themselves, and they're actually having to learn how to survive with themselves even after a whole battle, and kind of the reactions and memories, I guess, of what's happening to them in the past. They're only children, so they still have to learn how to actually be able to handle themselves. I mean, like I said, that was a pretty big area of this episode. Now, when they got actually into the battle, Gallahorn, of course, is using these really cool shields, I guess. Heat shields, I guess, because they're using it to come down from space, whatever, as artillery to try to hit Mika and whatever else. It was really freaking cool. They were actually using them as shields for combat, and when they got done with using that, then they would just chuck them off and start using them as artillery. That was really freaking cool. I was really expecting Mika to pick, try to pick one up or try to use something in the combat, but instead he had that stupid little grappling hook type thing. And the biggest thing in this whole episode that I was kind of thinking about is that, we watch the other Gundams and whatever else, their weapons, like say the melee weapons, are all energy-based weapons, unless you're going to be using the flails and stuff like that. But like say you're going to be using the katanas or whatever, they're always they're normal, but then they have a energy barriers going around them. These swords that the defense forces were using were just long swords, and they were just basically just using the weapons as they would normally with a normal human being. They didn't have any kind of energy to be able to cut through the metals and whatever else. So these devices they're having, even that katana that Mika could have picked up in the very beginning, were more or less just going to bludgeon the person to death, more or less. They're not even really slicing through everything like they did with the others. So I was kind of curious how those weapons are going to work, with these massive machines. How are these going to actually work? Not if they didn't have that energy part of it like they do with the other ones, like the lightsabers or something like that. It was really kind of shitty. Well, you kind of knew what was going to happen anyways because of Biscuit, the whole, dilemma, do you want more of your friends to die and you see them and whatever else. I really figured something was going to happen. Like, say, what I thought they should have done is killed off a couple other different characters and then have basically Biscuit and the attack and everything kind of go against each other kind of thing. Like a civil war, I guess you can say, more or less, where they're fighting amongst each other. I really was not expecting them just to kill Biscuit off right off. I was kind of expecting for them to kill somebody else and then start making strife inside the company, honestly. I really wasn't expecting the way they kind of went. So other than Biscuit's dead and it kind of sucked, but he did get kind of annoying a little bit, but not nearly as bad as that freaking defense force lady. Holy God, I was glad when she got taken out. It was just horrible. Well, guys, this is kind of where we're gonna be standing. It was a great episode. I kind of really liked it. I wasn't expecting the end. I was expecting a different kind of a death, but well, guys, this is kind of where we're at for this episode. Let's go ahead and let's jump to 23 next. So guys, I will catch you guys next time. So leave your comments and theories down there. If you like this, hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons, and I'll catch you guys next time.